What's up everyone, my name is Vos. This is Tails, the owner of the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Today is going to be a helium mining update. And so fortunately, we've taken a mini step back away from our, on average, more than daily video uploads here on crypto YouTube, whatever. But today we're gonna be looking at helium mining, hotspot, profitability, is it still worth it? And what's going on with some of these helium manufacturers and why, unfortunately, some people haven't received their helium miners yet. Obviously, Tails is going to be in this video from the way it's being shot, but how about 10 more seconds of Tails, our resident cheap Inu and Dogecoin here. If you've ever wanted to mine Bitcoin, then you should head to minewithcompass.com and learn how they're making it possible for everyone to mine Bitcoin now. They sell Bitcoin miners, they will connect you with facilities, co-location, which enables you to host your Bitcoin miners with some of the best Bitcoin mining farms in the world. Click the link below to learn how you can start mining with Compass today. The Helium network is supposed to be the people's internet, this and that, but please understand that it's Helium Inc. and basically Helium Incorporated is going to become massively wealthy from this, or really they already have. But you know what, that's okay, because even having the opportunity to participate to any degree is much better than any other alternative out there. For example, Amazon Sidewalk, which in essence, from one point of view, is looking to be a Helium competitor, right? And they're going to crowdsource their stuff too, but you're not going to be rewarded for it because they're just going to turn on your Amazon Echo and other smart devices. And well, actually, you know, you have to opt out of it. They automatically opted everyone in. That's some classic Amazon stuff. So about a week ago, my best helium hotspot miner, which just to be clear is a Bobcatminer 300, and we've talked about this 100, or not, that's not true, it's not 100, you know, probably like 20 times here on the channel. If you want to get a helium hotspot miner, the best one to order is the Bobcatminer 300. I've been preaching this for months, and I've been proven right month over month over month. If you took the lazy way out and you ordered a Nebra, unfortunately, you still haven't received it yet. So you know what, let's just talk about the helium miner manufacturer update here. Everybody's still waiting on Syncrobits. It's really not that much of a surprise, which is why we have been recommending the Bobcatminer. Unfortunately, Nebra just became so overwhelmed that they just like hid in their turtle shell, and most people are still waiting for their Nebra miners, and their quality control has been lacking in comparison to other miner manufacturers. You will see some complaints about Bobcat miners and them syncing and whatever else online, but you know, one of the main reasons you see some complaints about Bobcat miners is because people are actually receiving them, okay? And so look, I'm not saying they're perfect, but they are by far the best option. They have been the best option. So if you want to buy a helium hotspot miner, which I still absolutely recommend, because for about $500 shipped anywhere in the world, it's one of the most profitable, interesting, and easy ways to mine cryptocurrency ever. So we do have a link down in the video description below. I really appreciate when you guys support us. I'll also drop my link out to Syncrobit because they are still accepting orders. And the thing with Bobcat is you have to check out with cryptocurrency. But I said it before, but it's truly a badge of honor. You know, you slap it on your shoulder and be proud that you bought something with cryptocurrency that mines cryptocurrency. Honestly, it's really cool and it is a fun, rewarding experience. And you will always remember the first thing that you buy with cryptocurrencies. I recommend you use a stablecoin because if you use a coin that balloons in value later, you're gonna feel like the Bitcoin pizza guy. You know, go ahead and grab some USDC, keep it simple, keep it straightforward. That we have actually a full video walkthrough guide on how to buy a Bobcat miner. You can use your own personal wallet or you can just use Coinbase. It uses Coinbase checkout either way, but you don't have to use Coinbase to use Coinbase Commerce. They're two different things. It's like they're really a payment processor for cryptocurrencies under the Coinbase branding. Kava continues to plug away with their developments. This is all revolving in the DeFi cross-chain liquidity world, and yet they are today's video sponsor, but they're a pretty cool project, which is why we're starting to bring weekly updates on Kava and the hard protocol. So what are they doing? Well, one's KavaSwap, and it's a liquidity hub bridging DeFi blockchains and financial services. And if you've ever used decentralized finance, or watched any of our videos associated with things like this, like MetaMask, but there's multiple MetaMask videos because you have to set it up for different blockchains. For example, just a couple quick ones that come to mind would be the Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum Clone or Phantom, and there's many others. These different blockchains, they fragment liquidity. They hold projects back potentially, and above all, as a user, they make it more difficult to not only just use the services, but to also make money and be profitable. Enter KavaSwap, a cross-chain liquidity hub for all DeFi apps and financial services. It enables capital aggregation, where it can then be deployed seamlessly across different blockchain ecosystems. At the base level, KavaSwap is a cross-chain autonomous market-making protocol, or an AMM, like Uniswap. But Uniswap's not cross-chain, it's just an AMM. KavaSwap is supposed to be synergistic with the others, which basically means it's a good thing. Like Kava CDPs enable users to generate stablecoins, which can then be placed in the hard money market to earn returns. And who doesn't like getting their money working for them? We've talked about it 100 times here on the channel, but how about 101? Because it just turned into a class. Is the key to financial freedom and success is to get your money working for you. Have your money making money. Make money when you sleep. And that's why I'm just so enthralled with all of the DeFi applications out there that basically help you earn money. This isn't like just staking a coin and earning more of that coin, but you provide liquidity, yield farm, and a bunch of other things. And it's very interesting, and to be honest, it's very lucrative. There's three main pieces to KavaSwap though that you need to know, or I'm supposed to tell you. So obviously you can swap, it's in the name, dude. Then you got supply liquidity, which, come on, how many times have you heard liquidity this year? But wait, there's more you can earn. Liquidity providers earn fees from traders in KavaSwap tokens, the governance token of the KavaSwap application. Learn more about KavaSwap, Kava, and the hard protocol and all their crazy stuff with the link in the video description below. So right now Helium's trading at about 11 bucks, and about a week ago my best Helium hotspot miner in the best location, best miner, whatever, just my go-to. He's rock solid. He's mined a ton of Helium. He's broken even numerous times already, which is incredible. And so it was pulling almost about 3 Helium a day. But what's really weird about Helium mining, without going super technical here, is there's a lot of variables. Sometimes your profitability would just suck. Other days it'll be amazing. And on average, it kind of falls into an average. And I do notice that I go through periods of higher profitability and then lower profitability. I do notice a lot of people freak out about this because it's not like traditional mining where it's like, hey, I'm supposed to be mining about this and I'm not even close to that, so something's wrong. And with, say, a GPU mining rig or an ASIC mining rig, that would be generally true. But Helium mining is different in many different ways. Also, here's a key note and something we really need to talk about here, right? Consensus groups were an incredible Helium mining profitability point, specifically for lone wolves. If you don't know, a lone wolf Helium miner is basically a standalone unit. There's no other Helium hotspot miners around it, so it doesn't connect, it doesn't witness, which is a function of Helium mining and thus actually Helium mining rewards and profitability, a key piece to actually making good money or getting a lot of coins mining Helium. So the key selling point for being a lone wolf is basically hitting a consensus group, which is how we earned over $5,000 one day, and over $1,000 another day, and over $1,000 another day. Pretty crazy stuff. And I believe one of the key reasons I hit consensus group there, and these were all with my lone wolf miner, was because I was not in a populated area. That miner went from being my least profitable miner ever to my most profitable miner ever. And consensus groups were being chosen off of geographic regions. So if there's less miners, you have an incredibly higher likelihood. Since then, the Helium mining network has ballooned as far as actual hotspots. Everyone that came on decreased your likelihood to hit consensus and how long that you would stay in consensus, because there's basically different rounds. And so if you think that's interesting, I recommend you check out that video. But here's the bad news, is they decided that the rich need to get richer. So how do you do that? That's called validator nodes on the Helium network. And basically you just need a casual 10,000 Helium, which, is just about $111,000 time of this video. Previously it's been over $200,000. And you need that much in order to run a validator node. It's a heavy duty node. You're gonna wanna run it on a VPS for uptime and also just be able to easily access those kind of advanced, compute specs. The rewards allocated for them were moved from consensus groups. So basically, hotspots were completing these duties, and now they're going to be moved to validator nodes. And it's supposed to be better for the network and speed it up and whatever else. But at the end of the day, you know, you're going to have a massive investment into Helium to be eligible for these things. And the returns really aren't that impressive. And historically, it's been a bad investment to buy into very expensive masternode coins and staking coins with high collateral amounts on average. Projects that did well and survived and, you know, hit new all-time highs in the future, those few proved to be some of the best investments ever possible. But many of the others did not. And so you end up with a massive buy-in, maybe something more than you would have wanted to do or more than you would have kind of been comfortable with, and it can leave a bigger burn. But as always in cryptocurrencies and investing, which, just be clear, nothing in this video is financial advice. You know, it's kind of like a nothing ventured, nothing gained. But as Erwin shows in the anime Attack on Titan, as just being a man devoted to a goal. And if you can't remove all or some of your humanity, I absolutely agree and believe with him that you will never be able to change anything substantially. And so, just like he shows, some of the biggest calculated gambles pay off. And that's how I really view cryptocurrency as a whole. And even you could look at helium mining and investing here, is that if helium really hits any of its potential use cases to any degree, it could prove to be one of the best investments in cryptocurrencies ever. And if they pivot towards 5G, like they are building towards, and they even have some hotspot manufacturers that have specialized in 5G equipment and build-outs, then, you know, this could be like buying into a penny stock that booms. But as always, nothing's guaranteed, and we could be heading into a cryptocurrency bear market where it could take 3 years to realize this explosive potential. Do you mind waiting 3 years? I don't, but you might. It's up to you. Tails got hot and moved over into the shade, but normally she likes sunbathing, but there's some kind of tolerance there. It's like, okay, that was enough sunbathing. I'm good now. So I guess to round out this video before I drone on and on, it's just kind of like a general helium mining profitability update and status update, whatever else. But the best hotspot miner to order then, which I've said 100 times, and now is the Bobcatminer 300, link below. If you're lazy and you want to wait longer, you can order the Syncrobit, and you can check out with a credit card, and they do support AU 915 frequency, which is the Australian radio frequency, which is different than US 915, just to be clear on that. So that's a critical difference and very important motivator that you can utilize with Syncrobit. Obviously, Nebra's Nebra situation, and there's RAK Wireless, which have shipped a ton of helium miners, but they were kind of the first to market, and they also manufactured the original OG helium hotspot miner, which is the white one that looks like this. You can't order that one anymore. They were making that, and they make their own RAK V2 miner. Basically, long story short with them, they're good, but they're so backlogged. If you order with RAK, you're going to see it next year. And, I mean, on average, people have been waiting, if you're lucky, half a year to get a miner from them. And the lead times haven't really decreased. And if you don't know this, there's still supply chain shortages, constrictions, and just things that are really slowing down the production process overseas, which is where all this stuff comes from. Not just with helium hotspot miners, but a lot of other electronics. And helium miners are no exception when it comes to this. And the demand is higher than ever, and the supply chain is arguably as constricted as ever before. But one of the main reasons that Bobcat has been able to deliver so effectively, their background is literally a big manufacturing facility in China. Like, that's their background. And you have to check out cryptocurrency, which means that they end up with a much lower order volume than everyone who's swiping the credit card, which that's a key note here. If you ordered with SPNA, if you ordered with Syncrobit, if you ordered with RAK, if you ordered with Nebra, all with a credit card or PayPal or whatever else, if you're unhappy, you can go ahead and cancel your order. So I really get annoyed with like comments like, oh, you know, blah, 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 you know, I'm never gonna eat my miner, I don't want to do this anymore, but you said this is cool and it's not. Look, man, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just cancel your order. I understand the frustration. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely understand the frustration. I have numerous miners on order, numerous miners that have been on order for months. Really, like almost a year now. So like, I get it, but if you reach a point where you're unhappy, just cancel the order. That's it. I'd like to take a brief moment to thank today's video sponsor, and that's going to be Simba.storage for Bitcoin, or Simba.storage. But what is that? What? There's a new token, a new thing every day, but why is this one different? And it's Simba.storage, like they do from Lion King, Bitcoin. It's supposed to combine simplicity, convenience, and at the same time reliability. The storage bins are located in 4 crypto-oriented countries, but it's a project that began in 2019. It's supposed to be the Swiss quality stablecoin. It's the world's first stablecoin backed by Bitcoin Satoshi. 100% transparent coverage of all Simba with BTC. 1 Simba is supposed to equal 1 Satoshi. So basically, instead of being a fiat pegged stablecoin, this stablecoin is pegged to the OG cryptocurrency, BTC. Learn more about Simba.storage with the link in the video description below. I hope that this video made you happy. If it did, please make sure to subscribe to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up, join me on this crazy crypto journey. Just to round it out, I'm still really excited about helium mining. Just to be clear, I mean, things change and evolve as you move forward, and things change in the market and the sentiment and everything else. I'm not bullish on helium right now. I think we're going to be going into a crypto bear market, or we already are. You know, you can debate that, or we think we're going to bounce back, whatever. You know, I'm not here for that debate, but my point is, in the short term, I don't think we're going to $100 a coin. In the long term, I think we are. But with that in mind, I've hedged my helium investment incredibly. So I've really reduced how many helium, because I bought into a lot of helium coins and I backed out of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And I'm selling some of the coins that I mine. I'm well into the profit when it comes to this. I don't have the really exciting potential upside, but I also can't get obliterated, and I've more than broken even on all of my helium hotspot miners. So you do whatever you want to do. I'm just throwing my 2 cents out there. Maybe I'm getting a little too conservative these days. Maybe we got too many bills with the property and home build. I don't know. But if I could order anything right now, it'd be smashing that subscribe button. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next one. If you're looking for an update on the Syncrobit VoskCoin edition miner, at this time, we have not received a revised timeline. So my understanding is that we are still on track for the original estimated September delivery on that device. But again, this is a device manufactured and shipped by them. We just made the really cool case design. Please be advised, there are scammers impersonating us on multiple platforms. I don't want your money, I just want you to smash that subscribe button. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. That means it's not financial advice.
Shine.